Hi, this is George Alger, and welcome to another segment of Our Ventura TV. Today's guest expert is Dr. Greg Gillespie, who is the president of the Ventura College. And today we're going to be talking about community colleges and the workforce. Welcome, Greg.
Pleasure to be here.
Great to have you, and let's just get right into the topic. In fact, maybe you could comment on how the college has played a role in the past in terms of placing students in the workforce and how things are changing now.
Ventura College has always had career technical education programs. And career technical education programs are programs like nursing, welding, automotive technology, agriculture. They're the areas where people can be trained locally for local jobs in our area. And what would be different now compared to the past is just it's very important that those programs stay relevant. And we have advisory committees that are from those areas of employment who work with our faculty to make sure the curriculum, the programs are up to date, have the modern information needed so that the graduates from those different programs can be successful when they move from our college into employment there. So the main difference would be that change over time in the curricular materials and also a change in the program mix. Just to give you an idea, we've recently started a water science program. Now that program will train people to be certified freshwater and wastewater operators, which is critical. And the other thing is just management of our scarce water resource, so it's very relevant to today. We're also looking at agriculture programs. We've had 2 meetings this past year with agriculture industry representatives to get their input on the type of agriculture programming that the college can do to support that large industry for our county.
Yeah, actually that point fascinates me because of course agriculture has got such a long history in this county, and yet from the perspective of those of us who actually live in the city and maybe don't interact so much with the agricultural aspect of the community, I'm wondering, I haven't really looked at that as an area of growth. Could you just comment on how that works?
And part of the reason it's an area for growth is that just a lot of the people in the industry now are nearing retirement age. And so how do we replace that skilled workforce with qualified individuals? There's a lot of positions available around crop pest advising, around all the logistics, the sales and marketing. And so what we're doing is working with the industry to create kind of a pathway that students can follow from introductory level certificates to applied degrees to transfer degrees to graduate degrees to really help make sure that we support that vital industry for our county here.
Good. Now, since we're talking about helping to transition students into the workforce, is there a facility that is in place that helps students who may not know what they want to do, and yet maybe this can help guide them?
Yes, there is. In fact, it's not quite finished yet, but if you happen to be driving along Telegraph Road, you'll notice the Applied Science Center building that's under construction. It'll be finished here by this fall. And that's really going to be a central focus for career technical education at Ventura College, and a place where students coming from the high school can connect with the college to learn about the technical careers and jobs in our area. It's also the place where adults in our community who, let's say, haven't finished a degree yet or haven't gone to a community college can come in, learn what's available, make the connections, and proceed from an introductory workplace essentials curriculum into the technical degrees that we talked about, welding, the nursing, auto tech, agriculture, and so on.
Good. Greg, could you comment on how far the geographical area includes, or how far do students come to attend the college?
A lot of our students are from Ventura and then out east towards Fillmore there, and down to the north Oxnard and Camarillo areas. Those would be where the majority of our students are coming from. We do have a few international students, and we're hoping to grow that program over time. And we also have some students who will come out of the county for some of the specialized programs like water science in particular, where there aren't programs in their areas where they live.
Okay, and it seems like you've got a nice, diverse, variety of programs. Is there, when you're looking at sort of broad categories, how does technology fit in? I mean, you see as technology becoming more and more important in the future, and therefore, are hoping to provide more opportunities for technically inclined people?
Yeah, I would say that technology is increasing in importance, and really there's both a federal and a state emphasis on career technical education right now. You've heard of President Obama's proposal to have tuition be free for community college students so that we can increase access for people, so that we end up training more people in these technical career areas to replace the workforce that will be retiring. At the state level, in the governor's budget, there's around $600 million that's dedicated towards adult education focused on moving into careers, so training local people for high-wage jobs in their local area. So it's really an exciting time at community colleges, and a lot of great things are happening with some resources behind it so that we can really make a difference in our community in connecting students with our employers for careers that are going to help them and going to help our county as a whole.
Good. Could you speak a little bit about the relationships that the college may have established with employers in the area? As
I'd mentioned, we have each career technical education program has advisory committees, and we have industry representatives on those advisory committees. Internships are also critical towards helping our students learn what it means to be an employee and a successful employee. So we have some businesses, employers, where our students can participate as interns. And our nurses do their student training at local medical facilities as well. So the industry connection is really an important part of what we do. Ventura College and our other community colleges in the district, Oxnard College, Moore Park College, we're part of the Ventura County Innovates Grant, which is a grant with the community colleges and our area high school districts to develop career pathways. And at the end of this 4-year grant, there will be over 70 career pathways that exist from our area high schools into the community colleges, and those are all career technical education focused. So the nice thing is students in high school can do career exploration. They can find a pathway of interest, follow that through high school, get some college credit in the high school, which is a big benefit, move into the community college program, move into a job, or even move on to transfer as well. So it opens up a lot of opportunity for people. And again, it's a great partnership between the K through 12 and the community colleges, and funded through an initiative from the state.
Good. Exploring this a little bit more from the perspective of a student, what might be some advice you'd offer high school kids who are looking to Ventura College as an opportunity to get into the workforce?
The thing that I would encourage them to do is to really find out from their counselors about this Ventura Innovates grant and these career pathways so that they can learn how to plug in at the high school level. We've been having some training sessions with the high school counselors so that they will know about that. And the one thing that I'd really mention, to high school students is that Ventura College is a high quality, low-cost place to really start your higher education. And whether you're interested in coming to obtain a certificate or an applied degree to move into a career, or if you're wanting to eventually transfer for baccalaureate or master's degrees, Ventura College is that great first step. And our focus is on student success. We're a student-centered college, and we have a number of initiatives to where we're actually implementing that through first-year experience, through developing educational plans for each individual students, and supporting them with tutoring and other orientation supplemental instruction so that each student, no matter where they're at in their educational level or background, can come here and have the support to be successful.
Good. And there's some new federal money and state money, I believe, too, coming into the college. Is that the case?
Mm-hmm. Yes, there's new federal money to support the career technical education programs, and that's very helpful, and also to support student access and student success initiatives. Those have been a real priority, because it's one thing to get a student to walk through our door, register for classes, and that's the access part. But what we really need to focus on, in addition to that, is the success part, where they come, they complete a certificate, they complete a degree, they move into a job or to transfer. And that's when we've really been successful and helped that student. And besides the money that's invested by the federal government, the state government, and community colleges, the Ventura College Foundation plays a critical role in providing support for our students. Students, any graduate of a county high school can access the Promise Scholarship, which provides first-year students with tuition to attend Ventura College. I mean, it's just great. Yep, not a lot of colleges have that, so we're really fortunate our foundation can provide that. Plus, we have textbook lending library and other scholarships, because even though tuition is relatively low at community colleges, students still have the expenses of books, their living expenses, and so on, as they work to graduate from the college.
And speaking of the foundation, so the college benefits greatly from a lot of donors in the area through the foundation. Would the prospect of free tuition change that relationship with donors? Would their role still be necessary?
The donor's role would remain to be very critical for the success of our students, because the tuition, as I mentioned, at the California community colleges is relatively low, and that is a component of what the students need to pay, but they'll often pay more in books and what they need for their living to be able to go to college than compared to what the cost of the tuition is. So the generosity of donors is still going to be very critical to support the success of our students, for them to access us as well as complete with us.
Makes sense. Greg, we're just about out of time here. I'd like to close with an opportunity for you to give us a mating message of something you'd like to convey to the viewers, and also for if you could mention the website.
Sure. One thing that I'll really like to mention is that sometimes I'll get asked, what's your favorite thing about being a community college president? And that's really an easy answer for me, because the favorite thing is, or the best thing about being a community college president, is graduation each spring, because that's when we gather as a community together to celebrate our students accomplishing their certificates, degrees, and moving forward from Ventura College into jobs, into four-year education, just into life in general. And that's just very rewarding, and it emphasizes why we're here and what we do for the community and for our students. And for those who would like more information about the college, that can be accessed at venturacollege.edu.
Great. Thank you very much, Greg.
It's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.